put out a horrific press conference today. I want to start there because they really got me going. Um, this Bruins season, obviously, we've talked about it to length. I'm out on hockey right now. I want no part of this Boston Bruins team. This hopefully is the last time I have to talk about them till at least like peak off-season times. We're not in the playoffs. The 3 coaches we've fired in the last 4 seasons are tough look for the organization right there. Let's get right into this press conference. So we heard from Jacobs today, the owner. We heard from Neely, the president, and we heard from, I don't even know if Don Sweeney talked, to be honest. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I watched a bunch of clips and highlights. I watched about a 7-minute clip of Cam Neely talking today, just bullshit spewing out of his mouth the entire time. Living completely in the past. They were asked a question about the Don Sweeney and the drafting issues we've had over the last decade. The answer to that started with a rant about the 2015 draft, about how Don Sweeney did a great job acquiring those picks. What did he do with them? What did he do with those picks? Because the answer's fucking nothing. We had 3 chances. The list of players we struck out on, fine. But my biggest gripe of that answer was, why are we talking about 2015? That was 10 years ago. The core of the team is gone, and the people that were left, you just sold off at the deadline. So in what world are we talking about the 2015 draft when we're defending why a guy has a job right now? Don Sweeney is obviously a respected GM. He was named the GM for Team Canada for the 4 Nations. I think he's the GM for Team Canada going forward for the Olympics coming up. And obviously he's been in the job for a decade plus. I'm not saying the guy can't do his job, but it's not been working. We aren't successful. We're not in the playoffs right now, and I don't see it getting any better. There's no young talent waiting in the wings. This roster's barren, top to bottom. NHL, AHL, developmental, all of it. It's the fact that he's gotten a pass this long, and that the bulk of the press conference today was defending him, is crazy. It's time to separate. It's time to go different ways. It didn't work. We underperformed for the last decade. They're talking about the record-setting season. What happened in the playoffs? We got bounced in the first fucking round in dramatic fashion by a Florida team that then went out and kicked our ass the next season and won the fucking cup. I'm so sick of this team and the same, just let's put a Band-Aid on it, keep patching it. And I thought this deadline, selling off Marchand, Carlo, Coyle, all these core players, I thought this was going to usher in a new era. We're going to get rid of Sweeney. At least is on an expiring contract, so that finally they said that he's not being there are no negotiations right now for an extension. Let's fucking keep it that way. Let's just sweep this under the rug and move on. Let's get to a new era of Bruins hockey. I know they're already holding players only meetings. If first round of the playoffs, not even close to next season yet. That's how bad the state of this franchise is. The message from Jacobs last week, I talked about it. It was horrible. Obviously he's disappointed. It's his money that is being set on fire with the performance from the club. But continuing to blame the coaching staff just over and over and over and over again. The passing of the buck and not taking accountability for where this roster is. They said it when they traded Marchand, I take full accountability for this. But then went back on that here, where they were just playing defense the entire press conference. Blaming Montgomery, guys in the playoffs. Blaming Cassidy, guys in the playoffs. It's the same thing over and over again. How many times do we have to recycle coaches and before we realize what the heart of the problem is? This roster isn't built to compete. It sucks that we're wasting David Pasternak's prime. We always joke about Josh Allen and friends on the Buffalo Bills. This is the hockey equivalent of it, except we're having far less success. One quote from Cam Neely in this was, "Pick in the top 10, you better hit." We haven't done that in a long time. I couldn't figure out if he was talking about hitting on a player or picking in the top 10. That shouldn't be the marker, we didn't pick in the top 10. We don't have to hit on our first round talent. That's That's crazy. That's not somebody I want leading my organization. Does it matter where you fucking pick? Hit on your draft picks. That's what you're paid to do. That is your job. You're not a weatherman. You can't be wrong 6 times a week. Like, it's just not how it works. If you think that's what it takes to get a top guy, maybe stop putting band-aids on the roster and picking the top fucking 10 like we are this year. Ticket prices, that whole question that they softballed Jacobs was tough. It was like, ticket prices aren't coming down. What do you mean? We have to pay security. We have to pay the hard-working concessions people. How about you get a roster that's worth a shit, or I'm not going to come into the building. I'll watch the Celtics. I'll watch the Red Sox. I've been far more interested in the young Red Sox, who were fucking terrible the last 4 years, than I am with the Bruins, who were breaking records 2 years ago. It's crazy. Thornton was a good pick, Jim. Appreciate you tuning in. That shit was a long time ago, brother. I'm sick of the Bruins. I don't want to talk about them anymore, but I had to. This press conference has been pissing me off since I saw all the shit coming out about it earlier.